mind within that time frame.
Hello guys, I'm recording a video on Hofr and showing you how you could win the big one. And when the game's right now, the host is being a host and he's just talking to us through the game. But when the game starts, they're gonna give you some questions and some predictions, and then you answer them. And when the game is done, the questions retaliate and see if you get them right, and then you can win the big one, $500. Right there, 500 big one. Let's get straight to it. And we'll be back when it's first answered.
Alice is in all of you. 1. Do you have an idea for a question that we can use in a future game? Will you send order 0 to 1, 2 to 3, or 4 plus? Curry, aka can score in a hurry, is the best shooter in the NBA history, but he's also one of the best passers in the game's day. This game could resemble a pinball machine, and the Warriors need to get off to a hot start. How many assists do you think Curry is going to have in just the first quarter? It is on you to predict, so let's swing over to the board and see what you guys have to say. How many assists will Steph Curry have in the quarter number 1? 61% saying 2 to 3. More than 4 or more, 21% of you guys, including Cubbies, 625.
I just randomly guessed that
18%
one.
of you say he's not really going to be
I
dishing the
picked
ball
4
around
or more.
at all, including Gator 1377. All right, guys, one question down. We're off to the races.
Think about it's
Question
a
2.
long game. And
Which
anybody
player
can make
will make more free throws? Nikola Jokic, Kevin Durant, or will it be a tie? Now, to the casual fan and to the eye test, this seems to be a no-brainer. Kevin Durant is a scoring machine, but don't sleep on the other all-star in this equation. Jokic is a triple-double threat every single night who can pour on the points when he is needed. Both players have the rock in their hands constantly, and they will be sent to the line. But who do you see making more free throws? That is the question. Durant, Jokic, it is on you to decide. Let's look at that board and see what we got. Which player will make more free throws? Nikola or Kevin? Kevin's got 55% of the vote. Nikola's got 34%. 11% of you say it's going to be a tie, which is where you could end up scoring some big points if that happens to be the case. All right, guys, moving right along. Question 3. How many block shots will DeMarcus Cousins have in the first half? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, or 4 plus? This question, it comes down to Boogie Cousins blocking shots. That's what we're asking. He's going to have his hands full with Jokic and Mason Plumlee. Plus, the Nuggets guards are not afraid to attack the rim. Will DeMarcus Cousins stack up the return to senders? Address unknown. Do you foresee a block party?
This is hard because it's 2 good teams, so you can't really expect much. And it really depends on the player, because if he has a good night, then he has a good night. But it's difficult to choose a player.
All right, guys. Moving right along. Question 4. Will Barton make a three-pointer in the third quarter? Yes or no? Will Barton is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. You can put the Nuggets on his back for stretches of a game. He averages 12 points a game and shoots 35% from the three-point line. Will he hit a three in quarter number 3? It is on you to decide. I don't know what you're thinking. I'm going to look at the board. Let's check those results and see where you guys' heads are at. Will Barton make a three-pointer in the third quarter? 55% of you have faith in Will. Ellis, 1992, in that yes. 45% of you say not going to happen, including Memphis, 10. All right, guys. Question 5. Will Draymond Green score 10 points or more? Yes or no? How the mighty and mouthy have fallen off of the cliff. After averaging double-digit points the last 4 seasons, Draymond's only putting up 7 points per game. If you can believe it, he hasn't cracked double digits in his last 7 games. Yes, I said that. We know that he can do it, right? But will he do it against a really good team? It is on you to predict. Let's swing over to that board and see what you guys are thinking about. Draymond Green, will he score 10 or more points? 46% of you say yes, they have faith, including Blue 11. 54% of you, the majority, say he ain't got it.
I mean, yeah, he's a good player, but I think he's gonna get more fouls than points.
4 plus. Everyone loves Sean Livingston. He's the glue man off the bench for the Golden State Warriors, and he has helped them win 3 NBA championships. His points come from fast breaks in the post on smaller guards and turnaround jumpers in the mid-range, not so much from the three. How many will Sean score in quarter number 4? It is on you to predict. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Board time. How many field goals will Sean Livingston score in the fourth quarter? Majority of you, 52% saying 2 to 3. 14% of you say 4 plus, and 34% saying it's going to be a quiet quarter for him. All right. We shall see very, very shortly. Question 7. Will Paul Millsap have more steals than Andre Iguodala? Yes or no? Simple. Andre Iguodala is as active as they come on the defensive end. He routinely is tasked with guarding a top-flight scorer when he's on the court. He's the more known choice of the two as a former Finals MVP. Paul Millsap, he's the kind of guy who's going to grind and guard bigger defenders with his hustle and muscle and some other cool rhymes that I don't really remember right now. Who's going to have more steals? That's the question, guys. Enough of my stupid talk. Andre or Paul? Let's see what you guys are thinking. Will Paul Millsap have more steals than Andre Iguodala? 59% of you say no, not going to happen. 41% of you say yes, including Delilah 6. Delilah 6 thinks yes. All right. Question 8. Will Gary Harris score 14 points or more? Yes or no? Gary Harris is not a household name, but he could make national news this evening. He's a silky, smooth shooting guard who is the 3rd leading scorer on the Nuggets at 13 points per game. If Jamal Murray is out or limited tonight, then Gary Harris will have to pick up the slack. Do you believe Gary Harris can score 14 points or more? Yes or no? Do you believe in Gary, guys? Do you believe in Gary? Will Gary Harris score 14 points or more? 64% of you believe in Gary. All right, going yes. AAL 100. And Mimi's dad. There's lots of dads tonight. Mimi's dad, 36% of you say no.
You have to believe in him. Because he's going to be playing the most on that position.
41 to 50, 51 to 60, or more than 61. The Nuggets have a chance to prove themselves in Golden State this evening. Most teams would try to beat Golden State with defense, but Denver is deep enough to make a run at outscoring the Warriors, which is not something most teams can say. It's the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. But we all know what the Warriors can do, so Denver could be trailing after halftime, and that's going to change the game. How many points do you think Denver puts up in the second half is what I'm asking you. Let's see what you guys are thinking. How many points will the Nuggets have in the second half? Majority of you, 47%, saying 51 to 60. 28% saying 41 to 50. 8% of you say the second half is going to be slow for the Nuggets with 0 to 40. And 18% of you say it's going to be a big scoring half for Denver. You guys know what time it is. It's question 10, and you know what this is. Who will win this game? The Nuggets or the Warriors? This is what I'm talking about, folks. 2 teams that are in control of their own destiny. This game could decide where the road to the Western Conference Finals runs through. And we saw the Warriors have difficulties last season when it went through Houston. Will this delightful Denver dynamic domination team take it to the 2-time reigning NBA champs? Or will confetti pour down on the Warriors tonight in April? It's an exciting time, folks. It's on you to predict. Let's look at that board. Who's going to win tonight's game? No surprise, 75% of you saying Warriors. Okay, 25% of you sticking with the Denver Nuggets, including Texas Tar Heel. Tar Heels in North Carolina, buddy. But apparently you're in Texas. Cool, cool, cool. There you go. How you feeling about those questions? Did they live up to some of the quality of this game? There's so much talent on both of these teams. Both of them, they got great records. The stakes are high, even if both of these teams are locked in a home court advantage in the first round. Don't forget to follow how you're doing after this with our live leaderboard. And just a little bit of business before we go. If you have any feedback, you let us know. We appreciate everything you have to say. And if you're a social media maven, then why not give Hofr Sports a follow? Come see what we got cooking up for you. And the next time you play, you can challenge your friends. You've probably seen that little prompt at the beginning of the games. You tap that button and you can challenge your amigos. Maybe give it a try on Wednesday. And that's when we'll be having our next contest. There's another interesting NBA game on the slate. And your host will be the only man I've ever seen siphon an entire gallon full of mayonnaise just for funsies, as he would say, Mr. Wells Adams. So come join us again tomorrow to answer some more questions and a chance to win some of that cashola. I've been your host, the better of the two, David Thomas Jenkins. And remember, the dogs can't play basketball, no matter what Airbud tries to tell you. And thank you for playing. Good luck, and enjoy your game.
So you've seen all 10 questions. It's that easy. They give you a prediction question. You answer it based on how you think it's gonna go, yes or no, or how many points they're gonna score, or that person is gonna score, and it's that easy. You answer them, boom, you watch the game or not, and you wait till the end and come back and see if you get the questions right and see how many points you earn, and the top player gets 500,000 easy racks, and that's how you play. If you wanna play, download it using the link down below. Thanks for watching.